For this defense to be top five, a dominant defense that we needed to be, it's two players that's going to have to step up. I'll get to that in a minute. You're that. What's going on, man? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Fully Fresh, a.k.a. the General, here reporting for duty, man. First of all, man, shout out to everybody that's watching this. You know, if you ain't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed, make sure you smash that like. Not only that, push me out there. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to all of y'all that went through 4 hours of quarantine with me, Gate City, and Philly Talk Podcast. Yes, I said it right. Philly Talk Podcast. Right? Now let's get into the video. Man. Today I want to talk about the defense side of the ball. We talked about wide receivers a lot, but I want to hit on the defensive side, man. The two people that got to step up the most on this defense, I feel as though they have a name, that had to put a name to the face, meaning they have something to prove the most, is Sidney Jones and, of course, Derek Barnett. These two dudes, I haven't given up on them. Going in year 4, their rookie year, they won a Super Bowl. Sidney Jones was hurt the whole year. So this is really Sidney Jones' 3rd year. But you got to put in consideration that coming out of the draft, before he got hurt, before the ACL injury, Sidney Jones was probably going to be, if not the number 1, the number 2 cornerback to come out of that draft, right? So you got that. Then you got Derek Barnett, a number one first round pick. He has not been playing like a number 1 talent, but I am going to give him the benefit of the doubt once again, injuries. See, injuries has plagued us a lot, man, especially these last, I want to say 4 seasons. These last 4 seasons, even the season that when we won the Super Bowl, it has been injuries that held us back from seeking our full potential, especially last year and the year before that, right? I don't know if it's the coaching staff. I don't know if it's the training staff. I don't know if it's the medical staff. But we got a whole new medical staff again, so, hopefully that pays dividends. But back to these two guys, man. I'm expecting Derek Barnett to have double-digit sacks. I'm expecting Sidney Jones to be on the other side of Darius Slay. See, all the integral parts that we have that play on this defense, they coincide with what I'm talking about. Meaning, if you got Hargrave, you got Fletcher Cox, you got Malik Jackson. You got Malik Jackson all playing a role, all pushing the pocket. So now the quarterback has to scramble in and scramble out. Well, scramble out, should I say. It should fall right into Derek Barnett's hands. It should fall right into Brandon Graham's hands. It should probably even fall right into Josh Sweat's hands. So I'm looking for Derek Barnett to be that first-round draft pick and get double-digit sacks this year. I feel as though he can do it, man. Coming off the shoulder injury last year, he just looked like he ain't have it. He came on a little bit at the end of the season, but it just looked like he didn't have it at the beginning. I don't know if that was because of injury. But I'm just watching this dude. It just seemed like he's a one-trick pony. Doesn't really bull rush you, just tries to get on the outside. He needs to do more. He needs to do more hand fighting. He needs to pick up on things. He needs to do better on things like that. Sidney Jones, what he needs to do is get in the weight room. He needs to get in the weight room, and he needs to have sound tactics. Now, he took it upon himself to go ahead and start training with a guy. I can't remember his name, man. I really can't remember his name. He took initiative on his own to go train with a guy, I think that trained like Sherman and, dudes that's upper echelon in the safety position. In the cornerback position. Hopefully that helps. Because this is your year. If you want to get paid next year, or if you want to get a 5th-year option, you're going to have to perform. See, Derek Barnett is different because when you're a first round pick, I think your 5th round option is automatically picked up if they don't extend you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment below, let me know if I'm wrong. But I think that when you're a first round pick, you already automatically get that 5th year. Sidney Jones doesn't have that option. So he's going to have to fight for a 5th year, especially for the Philadelphia Eagles. So he has to show out. Both of them has to show out, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Got more to talk about, but first, a word from my sponsor. You see it. 108 East Baltimore Pike, man. Been in an accident. This might need an estimate. This might knock your mirror off. Might need a window, even a door. 108 East Baltimore Pike, BBC got you, man. Bodybuilders Collision. Take care of you. They take better care of you. You tell them Philly Fresh sent you. Now, let's get to the second half of this video. Let me get right to the point. Mr. Howie Roseman, the way that this team is constructed right now, I don't want to hear you taking nothing else than a wide receiver in the first round. I really want one in the second round, but I do understand. The talent that's coming out of this, the talent that is coming out of this draft, it's a lot of it. It's a lot of development talent also. But you got to get a wide receiver, man. The way that this team is constructed right now, your biggest thing is a wide receiver. I know dudes talking about safety and corner, and there's also defensive ends we need. We also need a swing tackle. We need things like that. But not as much as we need a wide receiver. Now, I said this before about 2-3 videos ago, right? With the Alshon Jeffrey situation, being as though he would probably be out 6 to 8 weeks during the season, right? Your lineup constructs of D-Jack, Deshaun Jackson, right? J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and Greg Ward. These are your starter receivers. We got the Burnetts and, stuff like that. But when I say starters, these are your starters. You can't come into the game like this. I thought that you was gonna. You still might put something out the hat and attack something in free agency or a trade, whatever the case may be. But you haven't yet. So that's why I'm saying the way that that this team is constructed right now, it's wide receiver. It's a no-brainer. And y'all know I'm a Penn State guy, but I'm hearing. Just heard a report. ESP. Elliot Short Parks. He covers the Eagles. Works at 94.1 WIP. I'm hearing a lot of ties of KJ Hamler, first round. No. I love KJ Hamler, man. Penn State fan, all that. But he is not better than these dudes that we've been talking about these last couple weeks. He's not better than Mims. He's not better than Rager. I don't even think he's better than Shenault. I understand he got the speed. But so does Mims. But you got to get a receiver in the first round, man. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think. I know what it is. Stay Philly. Stay fresh.